Okay, last video, last lesson in the unit. So we're going to talk about solving with equivalent bases. So you're going to solve exponential equations using elimination when each side of the equation contains an exponential term and each side of the equation can be rewritten with the same base. So basically what that means is that you're going to be given equations and you need to make sure that these bases are the same. Once those bases are the same, you can cancel the bases out and you know that x equals y and you can just solve from there. So it kind of shows you step by step on these two what that looks like. So right here, you have 3 raised to the 2 minus x and 3 raised to the x. So you have the same base, so you eliminate those, and you just have 2x minus 2 equals x. You solve for x like normal. All right? Sometimes you're going to be given ones where they don't have the same ones, but you can create the same ones. So on this one, you have 3 and you have 27. Well, you can't just cross them out because they're not the same right now, but if you rewrite 27 as 3 raised to the 3rd power, then now they're going to have the same base. Up across the top, that's going to become distribution. So 3 times x is just 3x. Then you can cancel and solve from there. All right, so we're going to do some of these examples. I'll leave some of these examples for class, but we'll kind of work through, and then you can, if you have any questions, you can ask those tomorrow in class. So first one, super easy. Again, you're looking, we have a 5 as a base, a 5 as a base. They're the same. We're going to cancel those out, and it's just going to be x minus 7 equals 2. Then you're going to solve for x like normal. We would add 7, x equals 9. Done. All right, next one, same thing. You should be able to do this one on your own. Same base, we have E. Those are gonna go away, so you have 5x equals x plus 12. Subtract x, 4x equals 12. Divide by 4, x equals 3. All right, so really, really easy when they have the same base. All right, these next ones we're gonna build, and you can kind of see what it's like when they don't have the same base anymore. So we're gonna kind of skip around, get a little bit of everything, but I'm gonna do this whole right side. So we're gonna do 4, 6, 8. That means that we're gonna leave 3, 5, 7 for class tomorrow. All right, so let's look at number 4. Let's focus. So right off the bat, you have a base of 4, you have a base of 16. Those are not the same. We cannot just cross out. So we have to think, how can we rewrite one to be the other? All right, so in this case, I'm going to keep my left side, but I know that I can rewrite 16 as 4 squared. So I'm going to rewrite it as 4 squared, and then that's going to be times your 2 minus x. I'm going to go ahead and just distribute now, so I have that out of the way. So I'm going to have 4 raised to the 2x plus 8 is equal to 4 raised to the 4 minus 2x. So that's just distributing that 2 through. Now we have the same base. Now we can cancel, and we're going to have 2x plus 8 is equal to 4 minus 2x, and you're just going to solve for x. So I'm going to add 2x. If I move the x's to the left, I'm going to subtract 8, and move the numbers to the right. So I'm going to have 4x is equal to negative 4. Divide by 4, and I'm going to get that x is equal to negative 1. All right. Next one, number 6. So number 6, again, we do not have the same base on this one. You have a 7 and you have 1 over 49. So you have to think, how can I rewrite one to get the other? Well, anytime that you see a fraction like this, all right, where you have like 1 over whatever your denominator is, you should be thinking this is using negative exponents. Because remember, negative exponents don't make negative numbers. They just take your answer and they push it down to the denominator. So we can rewrite this as, instead of 1 over 49, I know that this is 49 to the negative 1 power. So now I have everything on the same level. I don't have fractions anymore, which is always good. So now I can think, okay, how am I going to rewrite one of these two to get to the other? Well, I know that 49 can be rewritten, so I'm going to keep this side, and I'm going to rewrite 49 is the same thing as 7 squared, and that's times negative 1. We have the same bases now. I can get rid of those. So I'm going to have 3x minus 4 is equal to negative 2. So that's what I get when I multiply 2 times negative 1. And then we can go ahead and solve. So we're going to add 4, 3x is equal to 2, divide by 3, x is equal to 2/3. Good. All right. I said we were going to leave 3, 5, and 7, but we'll go ahead. We'll do 7 and 8 just so you can have all the different options. So if you want to get started on that homework, you can get started. So if we come over to 7, okay, now we're thinking about radicals. So remember, radicals, roots, that means that we're going to have fractional exponents. So we're going to keep this side the same. And we know we can rewrite 125, the square root of 125 as 125 to the 1/2 power. Okay, those mean the same thing. Now again, you're thinking, how can I rewrite to get the same bases? So 125, that's 5 times 5 times 5. So 5 raised to the 3rd power times that 1/2. Now I have the same bases, now I can solve. So I'm going to have cancel, cancel. X plus 2 is equal to 3/2. Again, that's just multiplication. I'm going to subtract 2, x is equal to, if I change 2 to a fraction so I can subtract, this is the same thing as 4 over 2. Okay, so if I rewrite it, I'd have 4 over 2. 3 minus 4 is going to give us negative 1/2. Okay, and then the last one is one where we have a coefficient. So you have 3 times 2 raised to the x equals 48. When you're doing this, you can only have a number raised to a power equals a number raised to a power. So this 3 cannot stay on this side. So this one we're actually going to start by dividing by 3, dividing by 3. All right, that's going to give us 2 to the x is equal to 48 divided by 3 is going to give us 16. So now you're thinking, again, how can I rewrite 16? So I can rewrite 16 as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, so 2 to the 4th power. These 2's cancel, and you're just left with x equals 4. All right, so we'll leave 3, 5. We can do those tomorrow in class. You should be able to do those on your own, but just in case you need to see a little bit extra practice. We're going to have your review coming up, and then we're taking our test soon as well. So make sure if there's any lesson that's really messing with you, you don't understand, that you're getting those questions answered in class, because you have all that class time to work on any of the work you're doing. All right. Hopefully this way was nice for you guys. You liked getting to see the videos, and we tried to keep them nice and short. All right. You guys have a great day.